Hey Stampers, welcome to Brandy's Cards. So as you know, the Occasions Spring Catalog 2019 went live January 3rd of 2019. And we're all just super excited about this catalog. There's so many wonderful things inside. So here, let me show you what it looks like. So if you've placed an order with me in the last 12 months, you should have received this catalog in the mail. And if you didn't, just let me know. Sometimes they get lost in the mail and with all the volume during the holidays. So just let me know. I can get you another one out. Now, if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like a catalog, please let me know. Visit brandyscards.com and send me an email through my contact page and I will send you some catalogs. So I'd love to answer any questions you have and earn your business. So let me show you the inside of this catalog. There are so many wonderful products for spring and flowers and butterflies and vases, you name it. There are so many beautiful things. One of my favorites is this cat right here, this 9 Lives. I am a cat lover and so is my mother-in-law and my family. So we just love kitty cats. Now my son, he loves dogs, so I thought this Happy Tails and this Punch was just adorable. I think those are a couple of my favorites out of here. Another one of my favorites is the horse stamp set back here. This one, Let It Ride. I grew up showing horses, and so I just love this set. So you will definitely be seeing me use this stamp set. I used to show an Arabian, and her name was Copper Caprice, and so I'll be sharing more with you about that. Oh, and then over on page 44, well, I love to fish too. I'm a country girl, and I grew up in the country fishing with my dad, and I had my own bucket. That was because he caught his fish and I caught my fish. So I love this set as well. But today I'm going to show you one of the new kits in here. So you want to turn to page 21 and page 20. So this kit, I absolutely love card kits. Now card kits are for beginners. They're also for very avid stampers and very experienced stampers. They are. Card kits are a great place to start. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm getting ready to go to a dinner party and I want to take a little host gift, right? And it's just really easy to open up one of these kits and whip up 4 or 5 cards to package nicely. Or a gift, you know, a card that you need to send to school or you need to take to work or whatever the occasion is. These kits are so nice for that reason. Now for the beginner stamper, it's perfect too because it's got the directions, it's got all of the product in there. Everything's cut, it's ready, the design is there, the directions are there, there's adhesive in there, so it is fantastic. Now on page 21, the kit we're going to do today is called Incredible Like You Project Kit. Now this kit does not come with the stamp set, so you do want to purchase the Incredible Like You stamp set. It is a photopolymer set. It's absolutely adorable. And you can also see it featured on the same page. So I went ahead and mounted one of those stamps for one of our cards today. So that's the kit. And there is your stamp set. So this kit actually makes 16 cards. And so here are, it makes 16 cards. You get 4 of each card. So right here, I've only got 3 of the 4 because I'm going to show you how to assemble the 4th one. So this one is Incredibly Proud of You. And I just thought it was absolutely lovely. You can see the Glimmer paper right back here in the back. It's absolutely beautiful. And I loved this one too. This one's Heartfelt Gratitude. Now this was the stamp set that I used. Stampin' Up! Used I Adore You. So you could use whatever sentiment on there that you would like. Now this one, So Glad We're Friends. Now this one I changed up a wee bit and I will show you exactly how I did that and what I used here shortly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how these kits come. And then I'm going to kind of walk you through how to put together a couple of these cards, and then you guys can go from there. Now, the biggest thing to remember is this is just a starting place. Once you get these kits, you can totally make these cards how you would like. You can change them up. You can, you know, add different embellishments. You can add different ribbons. You know, this is just the starting place. So when you get your kit, I've already started to open it, but when you get your kit, this is how it's packaged. And you're just going to take your plastic off and just be careful because there's lots of little parts and pieces that come in your kit. Here on the top, you're going to find your directions, which I love these big pictures with, you know, some kind of pointers on how to assemble these cards. Another nice thing about these directions is it kind of tells you right here on the front what this card kit includes and what you might need. You know, it says you can use adhesive dots, multi-purpose glue, and those are some, you know, separate things that you can you might want to bring. The additional items used on this kit is Coastal Cabana and Lovely Lipstick stamp pads. And I did, you know, it's interesting because I actually liked Bermuda Bay better on mine. So I used Lovely Lipstick and Bermuda Bay. So that's why I pulled that color today. So that is the directions. And then when you open it up, you've got this, this lovely like little storage container. It is just adorable. And so I just kind of went in here and I'm just kind of popping it out a little bit. And so you can put all of your cards in here, and this would make a beautiful gift in itself. If you put some cards in there with some envelopes and you know, maybe put a little bow around it or whatever you would like to do. There is a snap, so it does snap shut. And it's just a nice little container. I like to gift my cards, so I will absolutely be using that for that purpose. And I'm sure some of you might come up with some other fun, crafty ways to use this container. So I'm just going to set that over here aside. Now we've got some mini glue dots in here. You've got your jewel rhinestones, and you can see there are some Stampin Dimensionals. And then you've got all of your little pieces. So what I recommend when I put these kits together is I try to organize myself the best that I can and set things aside so I know what I'm looking at and what goes where. So here we go. We've got some more, you know, of the die cuts. All of this stuff you can just easily pop right out. That is the beauty of it. This is that gorgeous glimmer paper. And in here are the, basically it's these, you know, different banners that pop out of that piece. And then over here you've got some of the leaves, and so I'll pop one of these leaves out to show you. You have two different types of leaves that work with your project, and they pop out of here beautifully. They're die cut, so all you need to do is just be ginger a wee bit, right? You don't want to get too crazy. And the funny thing is though, when I use this stuff, I end up sparkling like crazy, and I have no idea how it gets in my eyebrows and in my nose and all over my face, but generally I sparkle, and my family knows exactly where I have been. The funny part is when you go out and you meet friends and they're like, you've got like glitter all over your face. So that's a sign of a true crafter, I guess, right? So we're going to set that aside. So those are a couple of the pretty leaves that you can use. And then of course the various, you know, shapes for your sentiment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of give you a couple of pointers. We're going to put together one of the cards, and then I'm going to give you a couple of pointers along the way for the others. So the card that you didn't see was this one. And I just thought that this was so pretty. Oh my goodness, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp on it. We're going to stamp "Hope your day is amazing as you are." I picked out Bermuda Bay, and this is the kind of oval shape right down here that goes with this card. And so we're going to stamp that. Perfect. So now we have that stamped. I'm going to just go ahead and pop that out. Now again, you could use any stamp set that you would like or any sentiment that you would like. I'm just showing you how the kit was intended, but again, you can switch it up, and I highly recommend that you do that because that, you know, makes it fun and creative, and you can tailor it towards your needs. Okay? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look for the pretty laser cut in here. And so here is one of the tips that you want to remember. So this laser cut actually matches up with your card. And so if you can see here, if I set it down like this, well then it doesn't match up with my flowers. So if I flip it over and I set it down like here, well then it matches up beautifully, right? So just keep that in mind. Before I realized that they actually matched, I did glue a couple down wrong. So I want to spare you that mistake so that you can see how that works. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fold my cardstock in half. It's really nice. These are already pre-scored, so I do love that. And I'm just gonna put a wee bit of liquid adhesive just along the edges here. Just very carefully, very, very thin line. You don't want much. If you get too much on there, you know, it'll kind of come out the sides and get sticky, and well, we don't want that. So just be gentle with it. What we're gonna do then is we're gonna come right over the top of our flower and set that laser cut down. And see how beautifully that frames those flowers. Now, if you get some adhesive that kind of comes out the side, this is a very small line, use one of the little rubber adhesive removers. Those things are fantastic, and you can kind of just get in there and rub it and it comes right off. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a banner. And again, this is in the directions. I've made a few of these already, and so several of my customers will be getting them shortly. But anyway, so that's why I kind of know what to do with this card, because I have made lots of them. So here's the banner. I just used some liquid adhesive to add that. And then I have "Hope your day is amazing as you are." Now I want that to pop up, so I'm gonna add a couple of Stampin Dimensionals behind that, because I want that to kind of pop up. And I might use my Take Your Pick tool, and I like to use that to kind of help me get these little backs off. Sometimes they don't work with me as well as I'd like. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and stick this guy down and just sort of center it on my card, just like that. Perfect. Perfect. All right, now what I'm gonna do is, in your kit, you've also got some string, and it looks like maybe my string fell out. Let's see here. Let me look where my string may have gone when I was working on it. Okay, well, there's some beautiful coral string in there, and what I recommend is just doing like what the picture shows. You're just gonna tie up a decorative bow, and that string is gonna be adhered probably right under here, or right next to your sentiment. And just, honestly, it's beautiful without it, but definitely looks really nice with it too. So I would add my string. Inside of your kit, you got some jewel rhinestones. So you can open your jewel rhinestones, use your Take Your Pick tool, or you can use the spatula end, the flat end, and you can add some of your jewels. And so I liked about 2 or 3 on here. Now you can do them as the picture shows, or you can, randomly put them wherever you would like. Okay, so this is Hope You're Having an Amazing, Hope Your Day is Amazing as You Are. And that one was fairly simple, wasn't it? And so they all pretty much are. But let me just show you a couple of things on the others. So this card is the Incredibly Proud of You, that this is the one in the Stampin' Up picture. And so just to kind of point out on this one, if you have any of the pieces in here that didn't get popped out, definitely kind of go through and pop them out. For the most part, they're all popped out, but there are some that are not. What I did for this card is I took my Glimmer paper and I just added a mini glue dot on each edge, or should I say each corner, right? And you gotta just kind of push it hard on there. And I just added this mini glue dot on each corner. It looks like I got one corner left, just like that, okay? And then what I did is I layered that right on top of this white piece, this decorative laser cut piece, just like that. And so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna add that to the top of your card. Now what I did to I wanted it to pop up, I wanted to give it a little bit of definition, and I also wanted to make sure that the mini glue dots hold. This glitter sometimes sort of comes off, as you can see, it kind of does sort of come off sometimes. And so you just wanna make sure that your dots are holding well. And so what I did is I used my Stampin' Dimensionals and I added them to the top and to the bottom. and I had it overlap so it's on the base as well as on the Glimmer paper, the back of the Glimmer paper. So again, that was just to ensure that it's good and stuck on there and it's not going to come off. And then I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool and I'm going to pull off all the little backings. Just super easy like that. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over and add it to the top of my card. Isn't that pretty? That Glimmer paper just pops off of there so beautifully, doesn't it? Awesome. Very, very pretty. Okay, and so with this one, then you're going to add the orange die cut, right? And you're going to stamp your sentiment and just put that right across the front. So again, that one is super simple as well. And just makes a lovely card. You can certainly tailor it to just about anything that you would like. Okay, so now this one makes me laugh a little bit because I did not mount this one right. And I was like, oh man, and I realized it afterwards. So I'm gonna show it to you guys so that you don't make the same mistake as me. All right, so you're gonna fold your card in half and then you've got, these things remind me of oranges and lemons and limes. And so you've got your die cut piece, right? And so what I did, I will show you, here's the card. See that? I did not match up my die cut with any of these circles. And so mine just kind of, I don't know, doesn't look as pretty as it could. And I didn't realize it actually until it was too late. So on my second kit, which is this one, I will mount it correctly. And so if you get one of my cards that aren't lined up perfectly, well, I apologize. I still thought it looked beautiful. But you know, that's, there's no right or wrong to any of this. Maybe I intended it that way, right? So at any rate, this one, you want it to, it is nicer if you can line it up. And so as you can see here, that lines up beautifully and that does not. And if you flip it different ways, it does not. So what I did is looked for those two little circles here at the top, the lemon and the lime at the very top left. And then that will give you the nice lineup. All right, so that's the tip on that one. And then the very last one that I wanted to kind of point out was this one, So Glad We're Friends. Now, Stampin' Up! Calls for Coastal Cabana. I actually used Bermuda Bay. I liked the Bermuda Bay. I liked it a little bit darker, but I also added these little flowers on top. I just thought it added a bit more dimension. So to add your laser cut, I did the exact same thing with my liquid adhesive, and I added that right on top of the card. And then I added my, my leaves, and then I stamped my sentiment in Bermuda Bay. And then these are die cut flowers that are in the kit, but these Daffodil Delight flowers are our new punches. I believe they're called Itty Bitty something. They're called Itty Bitty Blooms. That's what they're called. And these are the 3 punches that come in that. And well, actually there's 4 punches, but I only pulled out 3 here. But these are these are 3 of them. I used this one, but honestly, I think I could have used any one of these really. And what I did is I punched out one of the flowers out of Daffodil Delight and I added it on top. And I just thought it added a little bit more dimension to the card. And I thought it was really nice. And then of course, you're gonna add your jewel rhinestones and stuff to the top. All right, so this is the Incredible Like You card kit, if you will, project kit. And then of course, you probably do want the stamp set to go along with it. Maybe you don't, maybe you have a stamp set that will work. So just think about that. While we're talking about card kits though, I am gonna go ahead and point out the other card kit that's in the catalog. Now let's see, the one that we just did was on page 21. The other kit's on page 20. Now this kit is called Made to Bloom All-Inclusive Kit. So what does that mean? Well, that means the stamp set's included in that kit. You get the stamp set, you get an ink spot, and you actually get a block in this kit. So this would be a kit that everything is included, all right? And I have that project all done right here. So here are some of the cards out of that kit. I just thought that they were lovely. So I used, you know, it's funny, I used the stamps here out of that stamp set, but I switched it up. I need more thank you and thinking of you cards, so I didn't really do as many happy birthday, but they are available. And so I just added my thank you so much, some pearls to these. They were super simple and super fun to make. But I was most surprised about this. Inside of that kit is this beautiful acrylic box. I just thought it was gorgeous. And inside you have all of the cards that you made. So this is a beautiful gift. I see this being a Mother's Day gift or a birthday gift for a friend. I have a friend down the road and she is always texting me saying, okay, do you have a birthday card? Or do you have this card or that card? So this would be a great gift for my friend Erin just down the street. One of the other nice things is here on the top, it comes with a belly band. So you can just wrap your belly band around there and then add your die cut, which pops right out, and your pearls. So this kit's called Made to Bloom. It's an all-inclusive kit. It's a great place to start, and it's just a lovely kit to have. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. I hope that you give some of these kits a try. You know, our paper pumpkin kits are along the same lines as well. You know, there's directions, there's a stamp set, there's an ink spot, die cuts, envelopes, the whole thing. So they're just, I love the kits, and and many of you will receive them in the mail from me. So I just think they're fantastic and just fun to use, and you can whip up some cards pretty fast. So thank you for stopping by Brandy's Cards. Let me know if you have any questions or if you need something. I'm always glad to help. Have a blessed day and happy stamping. Bye, everybody.